Hello everybody, good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a reading for Divine Feminine in the energy of Venus in Aries, which is a very interesting combination. Aries is ruled by Mars, so we have Venus and Mars coming together again. Last year that was happening a lot. I'll explain. In Aries season last year, we had a total solar eclipse. I'm sure a lot of you remember that. On either day of that solar eclipse event, there were massive solar flares happening. In other words, the sun throwing energy at the earth under the energy of Mars, because Aries, right? And that's where the sun was. And with that eclipsing energy, there was like a silencing, right? Eclipsing is when everything goes dark. So that's pretty interesting. And then in Libra season, Libra is ruled by Venus also, as well as Taurus. But in Libra season of last year, on either side of a new moon in Libra, same thing, solar flare action. The sun throwing energy at the earth under Venus. And I thought that was also because the new moon is for manifesting. So we had an eclipsing of Mars and a manifesting expansion in Venus. And at the same time, we had Chiron, the location of our collective unhealed wound in Aries, Mars energy. So it's like there was a rise up of the Venus energy, providing a healing, again, that eclipse energy of Mars or divine masculine. And now we have Venus and Mars coming together again, this time the planet Venus and the sign of Aries, which is Mars ruled. And Venus and Mars coming together in that way is pretty interesting. Aries fire, it's cardinal fire. It's about getting things going. It's about taking action. It is about courage. And when it's in the energy of Venus, well, it's about love and what's worth fighting for. When we talk about divine feminine energy, we should all know by now that all of us contain masculine and feminine energy. Gender has nothing to do with it. The way I think about it is divine feminine energy is like the unseen things, our intuition, our creativity, our heart, our emotions, our sensitivities, our ability to visualize and create. And with masculine energy, it is about the 3D, right? What we can touch and hold and feel and control and understand with our mind. So when we're talking about taking action on love in divine feminine energy, it's internal. It is about creating the energy of love. Not enough love in the outside world? Create it. Not enough empathy? Create it. Not enough beauty? Create it. That's what divine feminine energy does. It's the Empress card, the divine creator, making the vision for what comes after all the 3D stuff. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the other. And visualizing the future and harnessing the energy of love. Because again, not enough love, make it. Make love. So we're going to get into the reading. That's just what I was wanting to talk about with Venus and Mars coming. It's quite magical. And it continues on until about the middle of the year, which I'll be covering in a separate video, including a divine masculine video. But let's get into the reading. It's still a general reading, so of course, not all of it's going to apply to you exactly the way that I say it. Just take what does as it does, if it does. And use your own intuition as always, my friends, with the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have for divine feminine in the energy of Venus and Aries? We have the loyal heart. Well, isn't that beautiful? We are talking about the heart and the collective heart. Now, this could be you tapping into that part of you, understanding where your true love is, like what's worth dedicating your true heart to. This could be somebody around you, but what I was saying, not enough love. Generate it. What else do we have? Oh, I will take the one that fell on the floor. We have chaos and conflict. Interesting, because this is number 33 in this deck. In the tarot, the Empress is number 3, creation. And chaos and conflict, well, that explains a lot. When we look at what's happening in the external world, lots of changes all of a sudden. But this could also be happening in your world personally. There could be tons going on. Okay. Number 33 and number 35. Lots of threes coming through. Transmutation energy. Let's do a Sacred Rebels. Where are you? Oh, here we are. Okay. Do a Sacred Rebels for Divine Feminine, chaos and conflict. It's interesting too because this zebra has the markings of a giraffe that are being stripped away, and underneath you can see the zebra stripes. So something about finding where you belong as well. What do we have? Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats, one of my all-time favorite cards. And that is what I'm talking about. What's below what you can see with your mind? What's below what the mind has the capacity to understand? This is Empress energy, and also the High Priestess is coming through for me. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. What do you feel? Creating the energy of love, the loyal heart. So it's not about thinking, it doesn't have to make sense. Behind her is the cosmos, the collective truth, which is love. What else do we have? One more. You guys, beyond the mind that heart beats is number 21. So we reduce and we get another number 3, more Empress energy. What else do we have? Releasing allegiances. Maybe that's why the chaos and conflict. Because I mentioned it's like wearing a coating of a different animal. And underneath is the true self. We are in Aquarius season, and Aquarius, I always say, is about letting the freak flag fly, your true self be known. And sometimes that requires letting go of things and situations and people around you who aren't prepared for that, or who won't be able to support that in where they are. Stepping away. And then the shock of the new. That's what I'm saying about putting together the new picture. This has very strong Leo energy. On the 13th of February, the day before Valentine's Day, we have a full moon in Leo. So that's pretty interesting, but this is what comes after. The new vision. What can be created. Now, when you've gotten, like when you take away that false skin, you feel exposed and vulnerable. And the true self comes through, and what is below that? What now? That's about creating the vision as well. On the bottom, yeah, visions of life beyond death. That's amazing. Death and regeneration. We're in the year of the snake in Chinese astrology, 2025. That's transformation. The snake sheds its skin, chaos and... Whoa! The snake sheds its skin. Ooh, I got super excited. But that's what I was just saying, peeling away the false skin. And what comes now? And it's almost like in the shock of the new, everything's too bright, too loud, too vulnerable. And that can be frightening, especially when you're used to wearing a certain exterior. All right, let's get some astrology. I need to check my mic because I've been having mic problems, and I can't tell you how disappointing it is to get to the end of a video and find out the audio didn't record. It's happened a lot lately. Shock of the new is number 6. We're talking about threes again. And number 6 in the tarot is the Lover's card, about the need to make a choice. We have Virgo energy coming out upright. And Virgo is all about nurturing and taking care of yourself during a time of transition. In this deck, they call it digest, the changes. But also right now we have South Node in Virgo, the past. And we have releasing allegiances, Scorpio energy. I knew we were going to see Scorpios coming through big time. I think it's because it's the year of death and rebirth, and that's what Scorpio represents. But it also represents an energy of seeing below the surface, underneath the skin, the truth, beyond the mind, the heartbeat, so digging deeper. And then we have Aries, also quite a Virgo-like energy. It's nurturing something into growth. Yeah, nurturing the vision for what comes next. I love how there's flowers and growth and abundance in this card, based on what's actually good for you and good for everyone. Let's do another one. Neptune, Pisces ruler. Neptune is the vision. That's beautiful. Neptune's the wateriest planet. It's kind of hard to see clearly using the mind, so you can't. You have to use the heart, and that's where the vision comes from. You could be having a lot of strange dreams right now. I know I am, and we have Neptune itself in Pisces, as well as Saturn, and the North Node, which is our destined future. And this is the vision for it, the dream. And the nurturing is creating that dream. Let's have one more. And it's certainly not about going backwards. We have releasing allegiances. It's not about going backwards. Wow, Jupiter. Sagittarius is ruler right now in Gemini, which is working quite well. But Jupiter is an energy of expansion, of the new vision, of what comes next, looking beyond. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and it brings luck as well. It's beautiful. On the bottom, we have Aquarius energy. We are in Aquarius season. The Sun and Mercury are there, but most importantly, Pluto. And it's going to be there for 20 years. Pluto is a generational collective planet. It rules Scorpio. And Scorpio is about karma and the past and the true self, what lies below. There could be visions coming for what needs to be created next, which isn't divine feminine energy. Being in the, as I call it, the bloody landscape of the flesh is divine masculine energy, which we will check out. Okay, with the good tarot, let's see what you're leaving behind. What's in the past here? Amazing. The World, which is the completion of a cycle. It's the very last card in the tarot before the new beginning happens. But also it can be the world itself as it is, changing. We have all this earth energy, so there's a strong component of nature as well. Let me see you right now. The Five of Swords, air energy, strong Aquarius coming through. The Five of Swords is like a win at any cost card, and sometimes that's what it takes. That's why it's coming in with Scorpio energy. It's being prepared to fight for what's worth fighting for, releasing allegiances, surrendering things that have only brought a sense of self-defeat or defensiveness, because you can't be vulnerable, shock of the new, if you're constantly in a state of feeling like you have to defend yourself. And the world at large could be the cause of that at the moment. It can be your own personal world, or the cycle you're completing, or friendship circles. It's going to apply differently, we'll see, right? But releasing allegiances is very much tied to this Five of Swords. And it can also be, collecting up the swords that are left behind so they can't be used against you. It's defensive. And we have Scorpio on the defense. Look at this. There she is, the High Priestess. Pisces, major arcana, and we have Neptune. This is about tapping into your intuition. And again, you can't be vulnerable if you're in an environment that makes you feel like you have to defend yourself. What are your next steps? Oh, isn't that beautiful? And this is coming in with the Aries. We have the Four of Wands, the vision. This is beautiful. This is my summer patio party version. It's like warmth and camaraderie and happiness and peace. It's also a number 4, which is divine masculine energy. Okay? But wanting to nurture we got that place of belonging. Where do you belong? Because it isn't here. Let's see the energy around you. This could be a situation or a person. It can be a furthering of your action. Oh, the vision. The 2 of Cups. This is union, divine masculine and feminine. And when we look at all the solar flares that hit during Venus and Mars last year, while Chiron was being healed in Mars, we have union. The 2 of Cups underneath of the vision. Now the 2 of Cups is that place of belonging. It's my heart to heart and eye to eye. Finding someone who sees your heart underneath of that skin. What's in the challenge? That's the vision though too. The Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, vulnerability. The Queen of Cups, I call her the Queen of empowered vulnerability. Vulnerability is a superpower. And this is being able to tap into that fountain of your heart. She's actually a mermaid fully submersed in the water with her eyes closed, right? Like feeling her way through. So this is stepping into that energy of the Queen of Cups. Okay? Which is very much, again, you can't do that here. Not when you're in 5 of Swords. Now we've seen the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. So there's a lot about receiving messages here and guidance about this vision. Potential outcome. But she has her eyes closed and she's under the water again, beyond the mind. You can't see under the water. Beautiful. The shock of the new, the Queen of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a card about confidence and knowing where your beauty lay. Look at her heart. It's all lit up, and that is where it comes from. But first you got to tap into the heart. This is about taking leadership in a very empowered way. Empowered vulnerability right there. And also Jupiter energy. So stepping into that Queen of Wands, that passionate, creative, confident energy might be a little bit of an issue for you as well. We have the Queen of Cups in a challenge. So maybe that's more where you're used to coming from. This is stepping out of that and taking a leadership role, putting your heart out there. On the bottom, we have the 7 of Cups, Neptune energy. 7 of Cups is the dream. That's what you envision. And again, I say it can be hard to see on Neptune. So getting clarity around, you can't use the mind. That's what I'm saying. It won't make sense. But Queen of Cups, if you can find that energy, which is in the challenge, it will. She can see under the water. Okay. Let's clarify with the Llewellyn. I haven't used this deck in a while. The World. Okay, ready to talk. Let's do. Ready to talk with the 2 of Cups. I love this version of the 2 of Cups, and that's what we see here in the surrounding energy. And the World. This is the vision. This could be somebody who represents that for you, somebody you know, a partnership, a soulmate energy, and creating the energy of love. Not enough love, make love. And this is doing that. But why I love this card so much is because you can, I hope you can see, I know it's dark in here. I'm just getting the microphone to work and then we'll see about lighting. But these 2 are intertwined, but they're each holding their own cup, right? The 2 of Cups. Equal doesn't mean the same. It's balance, 2 of Cups. And we have a loyal heart here too. 2 of Cups. The World is number 21. And Didn't we see 21 up here? Yes, beyond the mind, the heart beats. More threes coming through. Transmutation. The Page of Swords, the curiosity, the vision. Again, I'll say this could be somebody that you meet. You could have met somebody online, to put it that way for some of you, the Knight of Swords, or the Page of Swords in the world, and the Two of Cups. In the past, you could have come across somebody who represents, or you think is that energy for you. But also, this is more like an idea. Whatever came to you in the dream, the vision here, about what's possible when that balance comes together. We have the Hierophant. Taurus is major arcana, Venus energy. The Hierophant is about your true heart. It's your spiritual truth. Oftentimes for me, it is a higher power at work as well, whatever that is for you. It's the Pope of the Tarot. Okay. Now this can be about commitment, marriages. It can be about redefining what it means to be in relationship. Five of Swords right now. Oh, good. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is fire energy. It's very playful. It's very exploratory. It's like, yes, let's see what's possible. Let's get out into it and just see what we can create. But let me get one more. Who is this Knight of Wands, though? Knights are messengers. Knight of Wands. The Two of Wands. No, that is what it is. The Two of Wands, look at her. She's holding out a crystal ball to the horizon. What comes next? What vision needs to be created, either in this situation, if this is a relationship for you, or in the vision of the collective. We're talking about divine feminine energy, the collective. Two of Wands is creative, it's fire. And it's also about having the passion and courage to take a new path. I already got that with the Hierophant. This isn't what you've seen before. It's not recreating the wheel. This is a whole other vehicle. And it requires imagination, and it requires beyond the mind. What's the vision that lies in the heart? Because that, with the Knight of Wands, beautiful energy, is what you want to explore. You have a lot of enthusiasm for it. But again, defensiveness. One more. Five of Swords. Look at this. It's the Ten of Cups. I love it. Water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The deluge. That's why you have to be able to see under the water. The Two of Cups is the start of that. That's happy. Oh, look at this. The Knight of Cups. This is an offer. This is what you want to put out there. Now, either you want to deliver a message to somebody to talk to them about this vision, or somebody could be coming in toward you. That's possible. Let me see the Four of Fire, because this is what they want to nurture, what you want to nurture, depending on how it lies. I'm going to read it like you, but you know. I knew we were going to see the Lover's card. Gemini's major arcana. And right now we have Jupiter in Gemini. The Lovers is a very, very deep soul connection. Gemini is the twins. It represents two sides of ourself. Whether it's choosing between the past, releasing allegiances, and the future. Two different people, two different situations, whatever that is. It's about making a choice that isn't easy to make. So wherever this is that's calling to you with the vision, it's going to require, remember I said you can't do that if you're going to be in this state of defensiveness all the time. So you may have to walk away from situations, and that's a difficult decision to make. The Lovers is never easy, but it's attached here to the Four of Wands. And we also have the Two of Cups, so we have strong soulmate energy. The Lovers. Yeah, the Ace of Swords, the truth, clarity, and also communication, honesty, beyond the mind. with the Lovers, it's about making a decision. It's about being clear. I see the King of Pentacles lurking on the bottom of the deck. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That could be who this approaches towards. Let me see the Two of Cups and the energy surrounding. We have Neptune creating the vision, right? We have the shock of the new. Two of Cups. Oh, look. Aquarius with the Tower. Also Scorpio energy, change. And that the Tower comes in when all of the illusions and the things that aren't going to hold up over time fall away. Shock of the new. Everything drops away. And after the Tower comes the Star, which is the purity of vision, the distilled hope. The Two of Cups, the Five of Swords. That's amazing. It's worth defending. Now in the intro, I got the message of fighting for what's worth fighting for. This is what's worth fighting for. Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. And the King of Cups. We have the King and the Queen of Cups. That's who makes the Two of Cups and the Ten. I always say with the King and the Queen of Cups, they don't even have to speak. There is communication in the 5D big time. That's why we saw the High Priestess as well. They're connected in the heart, beyond the mind. It is endless and it's bottomless. It's beautiful. King of Cups. That's in the surrounding energy. That's the other half. And then we have the Three of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, union. Look at these three dancing together under the moon. There's that full moon reference again with the Leo moon. I always say where two or more are gathered, in my name there I shall be, underneath the skin, where you belong. King and Queen of Cups. And that's about coming together. For some of you, it may require, again, leaving somebody else behind so that you can. It can. Look, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, another three, Empress energy, transmuting what you've learned through heartbreak. I always call them heart-opening experiences. And still be, that's the empowerment of vulnerability there. The wisdom gained from getting in the game, from getting in the water. Okay, so changing it. One more on that Three of Cups. The Hermit and the Three of Swords. There is, for some of you, releasing allegiances. There could be heartbreak tied to your past. It could, for some of you, be in this situation, but usually not. And the Three of Swords is swords energy, so it's the mind, it's memories of heartbreak from the past. But that's where the wisdom is gained. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, Virgo, the wise old hermit. Wisdom gained from getting in the water, from getting in the game. Could be somebody around you. That's about soul searching too. Where the healing can come from. Virgo is healing. Queen of Cups in the challenge. The Tower. That's amazing. One more with the Tower. We have Jupiter attached. The Tower is always sent in by the universe to get us free of a situation that we can't seem to find our way free of. When we're trapped under some kind of illusion, maybe something like that. Okay. Sure. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Earth energy. This is about putting in the hard work and the effort. Now, for some of you, it can have to do with employment. And suddenly, shock of the new, Queen of Wands. You're in a different position. And you have to step into your leadership capabilities or confidence capabilities. Let's get one more on the Eight of Pentacles. That's Virgo energy. It's putting in the effort. And then we have Jupiter. Okay. Scorpio, death and rebirth, year of the snake. It definitely can have to do with what you've been, with what you work, your career, or where you've been putting your effort. Okay, interesting, because we have the chaos and conflict as well. Queen of Fire in the outcome. The Magician, beautiful. What do you want to create? Virgo and Gemini energy, strong right now in the stars, but also when we attach this to the Queen of Wands, this is about manifesting the future and having the confidence to take lead. Step into what you see, into your vision, into your truth. The Hanged Man, Pisces major, Neptune, North Node. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. The new beginning. Could be an offer coming in toward you as well. Let's see the Hanged Man. But it has to do with your future. Look, the Ten of Cups. I love it. On the bottom of the deck, I see the Devil, Capricorn's major arcana. This is a card about fear. It's Saturn energy. And Saturn energy, Capricorn energy is the 10th house. It's the outside world, and we have the world right there. It's fear, it's doubt. It can be toxic thought patterns, addictions, anything like that. Difficult lessons learned. Four of Pentacles, maybe that's what's been holding you back. Let's have one more on the Ten of Cups. And I also said maybe it's about seeing happiness a different way and what it means now. It's changing. Because the Hanged Man is about gaining a different vision because you can't see on Neptune. The Chariot, Cancer's major, beautiful, victory, success. Right now we have the planet Mars retrograde in Cancer. It goes direct at the end of February. That could be timing. But this is about moving forward. For some of you, this can be about travel and work. And then we have the Five of Cups that came out with that. Scorpio energy. The Five of Cups is about releasing the past. Some of you could have had your heart broken by third-party situations. So it rocked you. It shook your confidence. But here comes the Queen of Wands. Some of you, that third-party situation could have been friendships. It's not always romantic. Something. But this is about letting it go and moving forward. Behind the back of this guy who's mourning those three cups, three swords that have been spilled over, there's still 2 cups remaining. And we have those all over the place here. All right. Let's go to the blue deck. What do we have? Please still be on. Okay. What do we have for Divine Feminine, please? Releasing allegiances. Yeah, it's not easy. That Five of Cups there. But 10 of Cups is on the line. It's what's worth fighting for. A woman holding a heart, the Queen of Cups. Look how big the heart is. That's what I'm talking about, empowered vulnerability. The garden and the gate. That's about leaving your comfort zone. This little girl is standing at the entrance to the gate, looking at the sun beyond. What comes next? When the illusion, the tower, falls away, right? And then victory, there's the Chariot. Let's have one more. Okay, we'll have 2 more. The broken heart. Our hearts go through these experiences to grow, to learn. And that's why you can't be empowered in your vulnerability if you look away from the potential of heartbreak. And I do see that fear here. Storm warning. There's the Tower. How can I stop there? What's coming in? Storm warning. I saw contract on the bottom. Some of you, it could be a work situation. Door to personal healing and happiness. Well, that's pretty nice. That's on the other side of the storm. When I said after the Tower comes the Star, personal healing and happiness. And right now we're in the Tower for sure. Let's get some talisman. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading with you if they resonate, much like the rest of the reading. Okay, one more. Okay. Success, victory, eternal charisma. Months I've been seeing this card. Soulmate energy, but also the fire in you that never dies. And then we have rebirth. No kidding. All that Scorpio energy. And the year of the snake. One more. Shock of the new. I can't believe we got the Lovers card. Sometimes with the tarot, we have grounding energy. Very important. That's why we have all the earth here. And Pentacles coming through. And then wisdom. The wisdom. We saw that big time in this reading. The wisdom gained through the heartbreak and through the Towers. All right, let's close this reading off with a couple of cards from the Lovers Oracle. As always, just take it as it resonates. I hope the reading was helpful to you in some way, my friends. I hope it resonated. Okay. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Three of Swords. It's not about anger, that's for sure. Look inside yourself, examine what's causing you to feel this way, and you are with the Tower. I mean, with the Hermit as well, in the Tower. Okay, and the fear. And one more. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. The King and Queen of Cups, exactly. For love, and we have the World here. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. That's beautiful. Soulmate union, big time. I love you guys. Happy Aquarius season. Happy full moon in Leo. Namaste, my friends.